be grandiose here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with the liberals and shit, it's like all buddy, this and that, but it's all fucking liars. It's Judas Iscariot, dude. Yep. And like I'll take the Nazi with the swastika on his fucking arm any day of the week because I know what that little bitch stands for.
And Noam Chomsky is saying it's like he's witnessing in America what happened in Germany, how 100%. The left was divided. And
100%.
I never understood what happened in Germany. I do now, dude. The fucking establishment left. They literally exist.
The people that were in the Weimar Republic.
Yeah, they literally exist to stop. Like, it's hard to not hate them when you have to beat them first in order to take on the right one.
Yeah.
They're the enemy in front of our eyes. They need to be the target to take out right now.
And that's what's unfortunate about this is they're stopping us from having a unified front and actually changing things and making things better for working class people. And we're infighting when we shouldn't be, but we have to deal with these corrupt people that serve the same business interests. And you know what's happening while we're all like, trying to win this battle so that we can move forward and stop the bigger shit? Behind the scenes, the fucking pseudo-fascists and the, I guess for lack of a better word, alt-right people and the people that are actually not only conservative corporatists, they're fucking evangelical theocrats and anti-Semitic and nuts. These people exist, and dude, they are gaining power.
Yeah.
And they're consolidating it. And they're showing up places like with this quarantine shit, which, mind you, is brain dead as fuck. They have guns. They have militia groups. It's bad news bears.
Added criticizing that. And it's like, dude, we could learn a thing or two. Notice they get listened to. We show up with our pink pussy hats and we get laughed at.
Yeah.
Show that we're willing to fucking... I don't know, man. It's just so depressing.
All right, guys, here we are. This is episode number 33 of the Entitled Millennials podcast. We're going to go free ball today, just kind of see where the conversation takes us and all that. Welcome to all our new subscribers. I got a few of you guys today. Talked to you in some of the progressive channels like Kyle Klinsky, Jimmy Dore, and all that. If you haven't already, like the video, so hit the subscribe button, join our tribe. Share us out to your friends, let everybody know about us. We've kind of hit a wall recently as far as subscriber growth, and a lot of that's because I've been so busy with work, trying to prepare for my kid's birthday and all that. But, sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan, and give it a little more time and we'll start getting into the swing of things again. I'm hoping stuff will quiet down a little bit here in May so I can start putting in some more work. Other than that, guys, we're again at the $80 out of the $200 Patreon goal. If you want to help us reach that so we can start doing patron exclusive episodes, you can go to patreon.com/double_D. There you can access all of my written work, including poetry, flash fiction, and full-length short stories. You can become a patron for as little as $3 a day. Thanks again to all of our patrons that are helping to make this dream a reality. And Johnny and I, again, for those of you who don't know, have talked about, I still have to watch it yet, this MK Ultra documentary, Out of Shadows.
And it's more than that. It's about how the corporate media is a part of all this I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a deep dive documentary just about all the fucking wild shit our government's up to and all that. And I'm gonna watch that, and then we're thinking about doing our first patron exclusive episode over that. So try to get that done within the next few weeks, and then if you're a $3 patron or higher, you can access that. So hope to see you guys in there. If you don't feel like becoming a patron but you still want to support the show, you can do one-time donations to our PayPal at paypal.me/entitledmillennials. And I think we're just short of $200 because I transferred some from the Patreon to there. So within the next couple weeks, I am going to buy that new microphone, and then we'll look at who's going to be on for our first guest. So getting pretty excited for that. It's been a while since we've done that, and you know what, guys? Our first couple interviews might be a little bit shoddy, but we'll get there. It's going to take some practice. I thought we did well on the ones that we did do. It was just...
I really liked the Max Weaver interview. I wish it was...
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, that's the only thing is...
Because I think it was like a well-done interview.
Yeah. I think we do all right with interviews. It's just, we haven't had the cameras and another mic, so we kind of had to like jury rig everything. But they still went really well. The conversation was organic. I really loved the one we did with Jordan True, and I hope we can have him on again sometime with a proper setup with like another camera on him and everything. So again, guys, thank you for all the love and support over these last several months. We're at 630 subscribers, and we're going to continue to grow. If you want, like I said, ask people to join us, tell them about us, and help us reach that 1,000 subscriber goal by July 1st.
I do feel like our Facebook page grows pretty organically. Mm-hmm. It's like, I wish YouTube was that organic, you know what I mean?
Man, it is like, I can't describe how frustrating the YouTube shit is sometimes, man. Because it's like, and here's the thing, I love doing this shit. I love editing videos. I love doing the podcast and stuff, and I love the conversations I have with people. Mm-hmm. So it's really a labor of love. So that takes away some of the burnout. But I had a bad week a couple weeks ago, where my mental health and just my workload went. It catches up to me every so often, and I have to take some time to rebound. But I was talking to Shannon, and I'm like, I just told her I'm so tired of like working so hard for crumbs.
Well, and just think how YouTube used to be. They've essentially like ruined the platform. Mm-hmm. And they have such bullshit reasons for it. It's like, no, you want to turn it into a control mechanism like the corporate media. That's what they're doing with YouTube and other social media, the internet in general. Yeah. Like Google, what did their motto used to be?
I don't remember.
It was like
it's been years.
It was like I'm gonna look up the old Google motto because it was like anti-evil, and then you see what they've turned into.
Yeah, they've become this giant mega corporation. Like, dude, it's insane to think about how
"Don't be evil" used to be Google's motto.
That was literally their
Don't be evil.
Wow, I didn't know that. I had no idea, dude. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, and then you see what they've turned into, like literally evil, dude. And then Microsoft just ran that ad with that like Satanist woman, and it got all these like negative downvotes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you'll see her in the documentary that I've been telling you to watch. She's like, and Microsoft just ran an ad with her about like VR, super weird, creepy ad, and it got all these downvotes, and they deleted it.
Damn.
Yeah, and why is Microsoft running an ad with this weird ass?
Well, dude, if you just look at like the history of like the internet and stuff and how things have changed over the last, particularly 5 years, but 10 years really.
Really, just 3 years even. Think
well, but it's a gradual thing over a decade. But over 5 years, it's really 5 years ago was, I guess it was somewhere between 5 and 7 that Google bought YouTube, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. And dude, it's just crazy because like back in the day,
it improved a lot. Right?
Oh yeah,
first.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and it's just weird because like Google used to just be the search engine, and now it's like you use your Gmail for everything. Mm-hmm. Like even they have like the Google Chromebooks and shit. Yeah. Where it's like it's literally like almost more important in a sense than your fucking state identification card. If you want to go down and look at it that way from that perspective.
It's probably turning into that in a weird way.
Yeah, man, it's insane. They just own everything and that you can think of, and then like stuff that you don't even know about and whatnot. But yeah, going back to the YouTube thing, like I was just talking to Shannon about my burnout. Like I'm just so, like Johnny will tell you guys, like I fucking work hard as shit. Like I don't to build this channel, guys, and like I'm not looking for a fucking pity party or anything. If you do want to throw me a pity party, just hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? But no, like
donation to the Patreon,
or do PayPal or Patreon. Like if you guys want to throw a pity party in that way, hell yeah. But no, just being real with you guys, like, and like I said, Johnny will tell you, like, dude, I put in so much work. Like I've only just recently started forcing myself to like take time to like play video games and like read and do things
that you want to do.
Yeah. Because I literally sacrificed like all that stuff because like I am so gung-ho about I want to do this shit for a living. I think we have the talent for it, and I know we have the drive to do it. And then also beyond just wanting to do it for a living, it's like I'm passionate about politics, and people like Kyle Klinsky, Jimmy Dore, who's a guy from Rational National.
Well, it's funny. If we were pushing Russiagate, I bet our channel would be pushed more. Like, if we should start talking about the bullshit. I guarantee.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up.
Dude, no. It's seriously a thing where I think it's not even just that we're leftists, but the politics in general. It doesn't serve the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't serve you.
Would get us demonetized if we were monetized. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I'm sure you can't even like cuss anymore, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I guess I don't know about. Well,
they like pick and choose, dude.
How it is there's a box where you pick. Is it meant for children?
Yeah.
And if it's meant for children, it like if you check that, it'll like increase the amount of traffic you get from young. So it's a good, like, if you actually do, like, Preston Plays or whatever, like, you'll get a lot more traffic, so it's good. But if you, I don't know, and then you have to, like, do explicit and stuff, and then it won't, but then it hurts you because certain audiences won't find you. But then it's also, like, those audiences don't need to find us. It's complicated as fuck, and it's weird as shit. But, dude, okay, so I work at Target, right? Mm-hmm. And I was training this young girl. She's 17, like just showing her the job and shit. And I was kind of telling her what I do and all that. And she's like, "Oh, I messed with YouTube a while, you know, and did like travel blogs and stuff. Just like, you know, there's millions of girls that do that, and that's great for young people to do."
Yeah.
But she subscribed to my channel, and I saw her. I'm like, "Oh, that's her." So I went and looked at her videos, and they're good, decent videos. No, this isn't shitting on her, but she has 4 videos. And she didn't, and I talked to her, she hasn't done anything to, like, she has almost 200 subscribers, and these are all a year ago, and all of her videos have, like, 700 plus, one of them has 10,000 views.
Well, to be fair, there's a bunch of creepy fucking guys on the internet, man.
Well,
if we were 2 young, hot girls doing this exact same podcast, we'd be bigger.
That's true. That's true, but I don't think it's just...
No.
Okay, well, but here's the thing. Those creepy guys and shit would never find her if the algorithm wasn't sending... You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, here we are with... I'm pretty sure, over 100 videos now. And, like, X amount... And yet, dude, we don't get any organic growth on this channel. No. And I'm sorry to just, like, keep going on about this, but it's just something that's... None. Like, zero. Like...
No, and just remember when... Well, it's because when you search stuff... Nothing organically comes up. It's all bullshit. It's like, I just remember the old days of YouTube. You would find all these random channels and videos just by going through the website.
Yeah, man.
It really is set up.
It would spin. Well, because, dude, even look at the way that it works where, like, when you're done with a video, autoplays the next one. Instead of it, it
goes to, like, CNN now and shit.
Or even just bigger channels. Yeah, that definitely. But even just bigger channels of similar content. That. Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
it sucks because, like, dude, even when I'm on my channel, signed into our YouTube account, watching our videos while I'm doing other shit and just watch whatever I do, once the video's over, it'll, like, go to the play thing and it'll be like Joe Rogan up next. I'm like, why would it be Joe Rogan? Why wouldn't it be our channel up next?
And say there's in Silicon Valley right now, there's some young guys like us creating a new YouTube. Google's just gonna buy it out and fucking take some good things from it for themselves.
Yeah, like they did with Minecraft and shit like that.
It takes someone with true integrity to turn down some big offer from Google, man. Because the whole point they're making an app user is for the money.
Yeah,
it's gonna literally take people who are making it for the right reasons. And I don't know. You put in all that work and effort in making a new app, and Google's like, "We'll pay you fucking $100 million for it." You're gonna be like,
you're set for life. Point. Yeah. You know, it's just crazy, man, and it is extremely frustrating. I put so much hours and time into all this, but what do you do? But I'm still hopeful because, like, the Facebook page.
Yeah, I think Facebook is more of an avenue.
Dude, we get 10 times the views we do on Facebook.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Like, you guys probably saw the Biden sexual assault video that I posted, which is just a clip from one of our podcasts.
Yeah,
that's like. Or, like, the most recent podcast I did, that's got almost 400 views. It only has 60-something on YouTube. Like, how's that possible? You know what I mean?
And it sucks that Twitch is ran by a bunch of idiots, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because Twitch, like...
It has that proper algorithm of, like...
It could be this thing, but apparently it's ran by a bunch of people who, like...
They're kind of...
I've heard major podcasters just shit talk.
Yeah.
And how they treat people, and I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should give it another shot sometime. I mean, I don't know. We could experiment with a stream, like doing this streaming.
They should be moving towards a different direction too, and they aren't. So it's like,
is
our type of content even good for Twitch? That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was good at some video game and could
Yeah,
stream.
I was just talking to my friend because I've gotten into playing old school RuneScape again. I was talking to him, and he's like, you would be a really good streamer, and I think I would because I wouldn't just play like some of the more like I would play some of the popular like MMOs and stuff, but I do the horror games and stuff and be like, oh my god, and like get into it and shit.
Would it piss you off though that if you took off with that and then our podcast is never? It would like piss me off to know people are play like RuneScape.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, it would be like disappointing, but I'd still just be happy that I'm doing something that I enjoy.
But it's just so fucked. I don't know why people like to watch other people play video games. I get it once in a while.
I get it with like a story-driven game.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I want to see the story of this game
every day to watch someone play like Fortnite.
Yeah. I don't get that, man. I don't get that. Like a video here and there or something.
Mostly like kids, but even as a kid, I would have been like, I want to play the actual game, not watch someone play it.
Yeah, like for me, I love like one of my favorite YouTubers is the Rad Brad, and I like him because he plays story-driven games, and it's like I don't have the money or even and now like the time to spend $60 and then spend the 30 hours playing this, but I'm interested in it. Like I did it with Resident Evil 3. And shit, because I'm like, I want to see how this goes and shit. But yeah, man, it's just a different time we live in. But I still have hope because of the way that Facebook has taken off organically. And thanks so much. Oh, if you're a subscriber on our YouTube and stuff, if you want to come check out our Entitled Millennials Facebook page, it actually comes up because despite Facebook being a piece of shit, if you just type in Entitled Millennials, our page is big enough now, like it'll take you straight to it. But we share like all kinds of memes, news, new articles. Our community is pretty active on there and stuff.
I kind of feel bad when I steal someone's meme though and it's going viral.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it. I want to give credit or something in some way, but how do you do that?
You could if you knew how it comes from, but by the time you even got it, it's already like disseminated. It's just how it is, man.
And then I hate when someone puts their like username like right in the middle of the meme and like ruins it. It's like, dude, at least put it like on the bottom because I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
But don't ruin the meme with your name on it. Like that sucks too. It's just like
I want to say this though, the one thing that's extremely frustrating about Facebook is like our shit takes off on there. We've had like 30,000 reach, 40,000 reach, and every single one that we post has our link to our YouTube on it. And like nobody ever goes and subscribe like for the thousands of hits we get.
People do like feel like their subscription is like valuable, and I will say it kind of is.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like to me, dude, like if I see people with the same mindset as me doing a talk show and like this and that, and look, I guess I'm just being like a fucking little douche about the whole thing today, but like, I'd be like, oh, cool. I'm gonna help these guys out by hitting. It's just weird. Like no one ever bothers. It's odd.
People I watch every day. I always say to like the video. Yeah. Sometimes I don't because I'm just like. I'm doing other shit while I'm listening to them and I don't think about it. Yeah. So I'm guilty of doing it too. So I understand.
I do. But for the thousands of hits, it should be like a little bit more of a turnaround, I think, man. Like for every 1,000 hits, we should get one. Yeah. But we like don't sometimes. Yeah. It's a trip, dude.
It's weird.
Anyway, so we'll get off of that. Sorry to kind of start off with some boring stuff. Hopefully maybe you guys found it interesting. But so I don't even know what's all been going on in the news the last few days. I guess the biggest thing that we've been talking about in our household is Ventura considering, it seems like, a Green Party run. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that gets me a little bit excited, to be honest. So
I'm gonna say he said this.
What's he got?
Okay, I've decided I'm going to test the waters. If I were going to run for president, the Green Party would be my first choice. I've endorsed the party and I'm testing the waters. And then he goes, to be clear, I haven't filed anything. I authorized a letter of interest that was sent on my behalf to the Greens, and I'm testing the waters for the Green Party nomination. I'm an independent. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican because I know they're not the solution. And my comment on it is, I don't think he stands a chance, really. Like
in the big election, like the whole 9 yards.
I think he'd be in a fantasy to think he's going to become president. But it does excite me, and I see how others are excited about it too. Like you see a gleam in people's eyes when they're like Ventura. Yeah. Because it's just like we're already fucked.
Because at least we'll have a boat to sail on.
And at least we'll hear someone calling both the scumbags running Trump and Biden out.
It keeps it in the vortex. You know what I mean?
And even the media, the way the media has reported on it, you can tell it's like juicy, like the prospect of Ventura, like saying the shit he's gonna say.
Yeah. Oh man, I love it. In his voice,
he's a truth teller.
The voice that he has, man. Oh man.
I want it really bad to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pushing for Ventura with passion.
Yeah, I'm down with it. Cause I mean, for me, I don't know how you guys are gonna vote. And like, look, I want to say this. Like, there's a lot of division in the progressive wing right now. And like bashing on people about how they want to vote, and like I'm not gonna take part in that shit. If you want to vote for Joe Biden because like you're so terrified of Trump, I disagree with you. I think it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell you not to. Like I might try to convince you, but I'm not gonna be a fucking asshole to you.
The only reason I've been an asshole lately is people like the way they overlook the sexual assault allegation, or even go, yeah, but it's like, what, dude? He's being accused of finger banging a girl against her will.
Ugh.
Like, it's fucked up. And then he said she's nothing to him. He's an evil fuck, if that's true.
You're nothing to me.
And that's to add on to everything we already know, that he's a piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
And then you see these people just completely selling out what they supposedly believe in for a scumbag. It's like, you're embarrassing.
Okay, so I'll be a fucking douchebag to the people that are being douchebags to me.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you were like a Bernie supporter or whatever, and you're like, I've seen some posts about people being like, I don't like Joe, but like I'm just so scared I'm gonna probably vote Biden. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
And then there's people like tearing them apart and being
mad, man.
And I don't blame them, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna take part in that.
No, and it's good you aren't, and I'm trying not to.
Yeah,
I have been.
But look, if someone's a douche, I'm gonna be a douche and call you on your dumb ass shit. Like, don't get me wrong, but the fuck, I kind of forgot where I was going with this, but the point is like that's why I think Ventura running would be so great, and it wouldn't fully unify everybody, but it would give people like a little bit of hope, and like I said, a boat to sail in during this dark time, honestly, for the progressive movement.
Yeah. Man, and
it keeps our thoughts, like I said, in the vortex, in the news, in the thing. Like it just keeps the energy going a little bit.
Gary Johnson got to like 12% polling.
Yeah,
like he was that. Yeah. And then he did the whole Syria thing,
the Aleppo thing.
Yeah, and then he tanked.
Oh man,
if fucking Gary Johnson's boring ass can get 12%, I'd like to think Ventura could make an appearance on Rogan.
He could probably get a lot more than that.
But will they just rig the polling, man? That's the thing. Like I find it very hard to believe they're gonna ever let someone like Ventura get on that debate stage.
Yeah, man.
But I could see Ventura like doing some shit outside of it. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I could see. Okay, so first off, for him to get on that debate stage, and obviously we know all the bullshit and the fucking machinery that they have to stop that sort of shit. But like, what do you think he would have to do? Like, obviously there's certain rules that already exist. Like, you have to get a certain amount of percentage.
He's gonna just have to make a loud noise entering the general election race. I don't know.
And then shit's also different than it would even be under normal circumstances because of this pandemic and shit.
Yeah.
So.
But you see how he was trending right after Jimmy Dore, which this shows how big Jimmy Dore is, by the way. Right after Jimmy Dore says, like, some random commenter like donated money and was like, rumor is Ventura's considering a run. That's all it took, and that's when Ventura was trending on Twitter, and he made his initial responses to this. And it's like, I don't know, man. There's just something weird about Ventura. It like gets me hyped, man.
Well, because, dude, you just know he's a good-ass man, and the thing about Ventura, unlike Bernie Sanders and shit, like, we've speculated about Bernie being threatened and this and that. And, dude, Bernie's a good man, and people are trying to say, like, he's a sellout, and I've seen some stuff, like, that he's part of the machine and it's all on purpose and stuff. I don't believe that.
Why would they want Bernie to come fuck up everything for the party?
That's the thing, dude, is like maybe someone in that department that seems anti-establishment, but they don't want somebody talking this big, grandiose working class
Bernie's
shit.
Just a sheepdog to sheepdog you back into the party. Not how. We don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Like, if so, no, I don't believe that at all.
And like,
they
dude,
just don't like Bernie and they fucked him. And unfortunately, it breaks my heart, but Bernie doesn't have the balls to really take these people on.
Yeah.
Like, you saw that Trump ad I showed you of Nancy Pelosi.
Oh my god.
That should have been Bernie the whole time.
I know. These heavy hitting, dude. We would have won over so many Trump supporters and
David
shit.
Scholten was running in 2018. He said he wouldn't vote for Pelosi as Speaker of the House. She's cancer to the party. She hurts the entire down ballot races with Pelosi as Speaker.
Yeah.
She's embarrassing, dude.
I know. Dude, talk about
sweater over
that ad, yeah, dude.
Sweater over her shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, that's what America envisions of an elitist prick.
Yeah.
Was what she was wearing.
Yeah.
Showing her gourmet ice cream and shit.
It looked good.
And this is supposed to be the party of FDR and the people. Like, it's like they
What the fuck happened, dude?
And then Trump runs this ad of, like, poor people saying how they're starving.
Oh, man.
Trump looks like a man of the people.
Dude, and that's what's scary. And I think
it's fucking crazy.
And we talked about this a little bit on several episodes ago where we're like, if the fucking Republicans underneath Trump start, obviously they're not actual populists, but if they start really like adhering to populist rhetoric, and they're fucking doing it with like this whole shit with the stimulus, and if they go full populist in image before the fucking Democrats do, before left-leaning people do, in the public eye at least, we're heading to some dark shit. Because that's, dude, Hitler was a fucking populist. Mussolini was a fucking populist. You know? All these fucking people, like, it's dangerous shit, bro. But going back to the Ventura thing, man, you know, yeah, like, that's the thing. I think Bernie's a good man. I don't think he's a sellout. You know, he signed that unity pledge, and he's not happy about this, and like you can even tell, we've talked about this, like that he knows we're not going to do what he says.
And here's where I'm getting pissed. New York just removed Bernie from the ballot, and people are outraged. Even saw his son post something about it because I have his son added on Facebook, Levi Sanders, getting pissed.
How do you have that?
I don't know. He accepted my friend request.
Okay,
yeah, I was like, nice.
Johnny knows people.
Yeah, right. But he shouldn't have suspended his campaign, man. It's hard to get all mad.
Well, yeah, like really, what do you expect at this point?
You let them do this by suspending your campaign. What was the point, dude?
Yeah.
You knew this shit was going to keep building up with the sexual assault allegation.
Yeah.
And they are probably going to brush it under the rug, but dude, Biden's done. He was done before he even began.
Yeah.
It's just like,
well, dude,
it's not just Bernie, it's every major progressive leader in Congress.
Yeah, it's like you said, they scared him in some way. Because, dude, it doesn't make sense. You could have, quote unquote, suspended campaigning and doing rallies and running around the country.
Virtual rallies, man.
Exactly. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, you could stop campaigning, like doing all the rigmarole. But
stop Biden from getting the delegates needed to win outright, and then fight at the convention because the guy can't win.
Yeah,
not get behind him. I'm just so upset about it, man. I can't listen to anything Bernie says.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care anymore. And it's sad, dude, because I've never been one to just simply easily be like, Bernie's a sellout, like a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And I've defended the guy for years.
Well, 5 years of this, man.
And it all built up to this? Like, what was the fucking point? Why do you even run again? Should have just let Tulsi run and try to do it.
Yeah.
And they would have fucked her, but at least, I don't know, man. What was the fucking point? There was no point.
Yeah.
Like, it all feels pointless.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was, trying to come back to that Ventura thing, is where Bernie, for whatever reason, be it threats, be it this or that, or his belief that things can be reformed and he's got to play ball while pushing left. The thing that's amazing about Ventura, especially as a third-party run, is no matter what they say to Ventura, like, dude, even if, like, the deep state, like, threatened his family and shit.
Dude, you went on CNN and said thermite brought down the towers.
Yeah.
And Pierce Morgan, like, tried to, like... And, dude, you just listen to him, and he's like, dude, this guy was a demolitions expert in the Navy SEALs. Like, it was before they were the Navy SEALs, even. They were called...
Who fucking knows?
Yeah, but this guy knows demolitions.
Yeah.
It's like... And then they turn him into this nut job, and it's like... It just doesn't make sense to me. And I got in an argument on social media.
Yeah, you were just telling me.
And the guy was like, oh, yeah, a former professional wrestler is really who we need. It's like, dude, the guy's a former Navy SEAL and was a decent governor of Minnesota. Like, for some reason, people want to act like he was some shitty governor.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't the best. Maybe he didn't do everything he wanted to. But
him the entire time.
Yeah. I should look into him more in some of this and his administration as governor, because honestly, I don't know a whole lot about it. But yeah, I mean, that's the point I'm getting at, is like where Bernie was either coaxed or threatened or whatever, or like we're saying, didn't have the gall to go where we needed to go.
Well,
like I'm saying,
apparently Jane Sanders really likes the Bidens.
Really?
Dude.
Well, anyway, I don't think with Ventura, no matter like what threats they make, the deep state or CIA or whatever, he's like, even if they threaten his family, he's such a he's the sort of he's the sort of guy that would have fought in the American Revolution back in the day and risked everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be like, fuck you. He'll come out on national television and be like, they threatened my family. here's the fucking, I have video footage in my house, and like it's like the Men in Black.
Like threaten Ventura.
Yeah, because they know he'd come out and be like, or something.
Crazy,
I don't know.
Like, I really do think him trending on Twitter and shit is why he's actually now considering the run. Like, I just see him sitting there like for days in like solitude.
Yeah.
And he's, I don't know. I just see it because the guy actually like cares.
Where does he live at now?
He lives in Mexico, like part of the time.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I don't know where he lives.
Sorry, I'm just checking something here. Yeah, Jesse. I love how they. NY Daily News, they put his fucking wrestling name in there, Jesse the Body Ventura. I would love that. I would love to see the signs of that, like the body.
Let's body Trump and Biden.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking hilarious. I'm just looking at some of the stuff that we sent in here a little bit. Oh my God, what's this from Biden? Listening to Biden on his podcast. They're doing extraordinary things. The people who just stock the grocery shelf. They're making virtually no money. They're making minimum wage. It just makes you so damn proud to be an American.
Yeah. First off, it doesn't even make any sense. And secondly, it's like, he's just rambling, dude. He's literally going senile.
Well, okay, this is a good one compared to like some of it.
But why is that? Why does it make you proud that people are barely making money? And
well, that's the thing. I see like what he's trying to do and like what he's trying to say. But it comes out so bad, dude. They're barely making it because it's almost like he's trying to say like, despite the fact they don't get paid much, they're working. Yeah, but it like just comes out as like elitist pig shit, dude.
It's just so bad.
They're making minimum wage. It just makes you so damn proud to be an American. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, man. And so I don't know, like if Ventura ran, man. We were talking about this a little bit before we started the show. Is like, I tell you what, Johnny and I did some stuff for the campaign. Johnny did a lot for the Bernie campaign.
Not as much as I did in 2016, though.
No, but in 2016 they actually hired fucking local people, right? You know what, dude? Let's fucking get into this now that his campaign's suspended and shit. Let's talk a little bit of fucking shit about some of this, dude. I think we should.
Yeah. We might as well.
We've touched on it a little bit. We were kind of just trying to play nice for a while. Fucking, I'm sure we're not the only ones that have noticed this. I'm sure you guys have had your own experiences. Those of you who have volunteered. The campaign in 2016 was a lot different than it was this time around 2020. It was
legitimately grassroots. Like
in 2016.
Yeah, it was so controlled this time. Like something I've been thinking about lately is. They wouldn't even let me bring a 6-pack of beer to a debate watch party. Meanwhile, we were drinking beers with the staffers when we were entering in data in 2016, like after a hard day of doing shit. And I just think of that like, what? I don't know. It's just little things like that. Like,
yeah. Well, and that's just.
What are you talking about? And
then, dude. Yeah.
And then asking a room full of old people their gender fucking pronouns.
Yeah, and we've talked about that a little bit, but it's like. Dude, yeah, and like I just remember when we were on the bus to Des Moines to take, and there was a lot of great moments in this campaign. Don't get me wrong, you know that the march to end corporate greed in Des Moines, that was really awesome. But on the way there, they did the whole pronoun thing again.
Yeah,
and then like they just held us captive audience and like preached to us about numbers essentially for how long, and it was like. You know, there was a focus on numbers and stuff a little bit in the campaign. There has to be a little bit. But I remember, I guess I won't say names, but our coordinator for our office would give us a little bit of the rigmarole about numbers and this and that. But he's like, but at the end of the day, just make sure you have a good conversation. That's what's important, you know? And just so much shit like, dude.
They wouldn't let us go knock doors when it got a little too cold. Dude, we were knocking doors in blizzards in 2016.
Yeah.
And I think that had partly to do with the unionization or something. But dude, if a volunteer came here from California to come knock doors and it's a blizzard and they still want to go out.
Yeah, that's our choice. It's not the same as like, dude, yeah, like I remember we live in Iowa and we have this little neighboring town that's got a large lake. It's a kind of a vacation hub for northern Iowa. And I remember fucking going and knocking doors and I was proud to do it. It sucked dick.
Yeah.
But I remember going and knocking doors like around the lake, and if you know, when you're near a big body of water, it's already January, already deadly as fuck out, and then the wind comes off that lake like, and dude, I just remember like I'd knock a couple doors and I'd be like dying, and I'd be like smoking a cigarette like in someone's fucking doorwell, like. Dude, like trying to get the strength to go to the next one.
You might even be able to win people over that way because they respect the fact you're out in the fucking storm.
There wasn't other Democratic fucking candidate campaigns out doing that shit. It's like, and then the other thing is like they brought in people that had
nothing to do with Iowa, had no experience, never been here before.
East Coasters. Why the fuck are you gonna send
kids fresh out of college who had never
out of fucking Berkeley
in their life?
Yeah, man. They don't, and they're not working class people. No. They're not from working class families.
And then you send them to talk to fucking rural Iowans.
Yeah, man. They have no like the kid was a good kid that ran the show here, but like he just was so far removed from our culture out here, man. Yeah. Like zero to like just had no understanding.
Robotic, didn't connect.
Fake as fuck.
Would ask you something, but you could tell in his mind he wasn't listening. He was thinking about the next step after you talk, what he has to do. It was just cringy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it literally made people not want to get involved.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, dude, I didn't get involved hardly at all this time around. And a big part of that's because I was trying to get this off the ground, right? And I had a lot of personal problems going on as well. But then the little bit of gump I had left to do something, like when I conversated with this person that we're kind of talking about, or like a few other, I was like, I was like, I couldn't.
Dude, and so many people that I saw in 2016 that were involved weekly, like volunteering, didn't show up once this time. Like, where was the failure? Why? Yeah, there was more candidates, but I don't think they got involved with anything.
And guys, you should comment your own experiences of the Bernie campaign if you had a good experience.
Yeah, I've heard
good and bad. But we just drew a short end of the stick here, man. It was shitty as hell, man. It was so uncomfortable. The office didn't even feel the same. It just
no, dude. He literally said they didn't want food at the office because it was supposed to be business. And meanwhile, dude, you should have a couch and food so people come chill and then make calls when they want to. They're volunteering their time.
Yeah, they don't. They're not obligated.
And then I was told we have to walk the entire route, not drive the route. Meanwhile, one house might be a block away from the next. People don't want to walk, dude. Let them do it how they want to do it.
Why?
We're told we can't do it in pairs. Do it just one person. Dude, some people are freaked out by doing this. Let them go in pairs.
Dude, when I got started in 2016, you had already done it like once or twice. I would not have done it and it's funny because you're more shy and introverted than I am.
Yeah,
I would not have done it if they gave us two different routes. But like when we got out there, you were like, and they kind of were like still the same thing, like try to do, but they didn't really care.
Militant about it.
Yeah, and you were like, don't worry, man. Like we'll do both of them together until you're like comfortable, and then, and like going back to the thing that you said about the beer and shit, it's a little thing, but like we did a debate party and like went to Fion Wine Bar and like hung out and like got food and like had a good time.
A few drinks. It's not like I was like, hey, do you care if I bring an 8-ball? Like, it's not like I'm underage or something. It's not like if there's a 10-year-old there, I'm gonna hand him one of my beers. Like,
what are you doing, man? Like, this is supposed to be a campaign of human beings, working class people.
During the debate, there was two people there who you could tell were just starting to try to get involved. And fucking the guy we're talking about starts talking to him about going out knocking during the debate. Like, dude, they showed up to watch the fucking debate.
Yeah, you just can't. You have to like put a tiny bit of pressure on people, but there's a gentle way of doing it. Like you can do it in a way that's like a gentle hand. It's like, hey man, do you want to help us knock doors tomorrow? And you have to be personable and do something like, I tell you what, I know it's nerve-wracking. Let me send you out with one of our organizers, and they'll knock the first 20 doors with you.
Us to not get us a win, a solid win.
Despite the bullshit.
Yeah, so it just makes you wonder what could have been.
Well, yeah, dude, and it was just it felt like a home, and we made so many friendships and shit back in 2016. Like you're talking about the beer thing, right? I want to come back to that because in the old office, dude, there was so much food.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for food, dude, other than like midnight snacks and shit. And you and I were like drinking the beer heavy back then because we just moved in together and it was like a fucking party all the time.
Yeah.
But like, there was so much food, dude. The old ladies like fed us, came in, you know, and then like, dude, I just remember opening up the mini fridge in there. It was a bigger one to fucking like get something out of there, a bottle of water, and there's like a half drank bottle of wine in there and like beer and shit, and it's like, dude, it's just things like that are just so intimate, man.
And another failure strategy, I think, was when we went and did that march. Yeah, it was cool that he did his own thing next door and had food, but I think we should have went in there and showed how big his support was, dude. We would have been the biggest crowd in
Fuck it, dude. Push. If the security tries to stop us, what are you going to do? Stop 1,200 people?
Buy the tickets like the other campaigns.
Yeah.
Instead, he donated money to the party. Dude, the party didn't give a fuck. They were going to fuck you no matter what.
Yeah. Well, dude, he had this whole plan of like doing things like that, giving money to the party, this and that.
But it adds to the narrative we're not part of the party. It honestly...
It does? You think?
Well, us doing our own separate thing instead of... It adds to that whole narrative of theirs that we're not fucking Democrats.
Yeah, you can't do both. Like, and the reason why he did things like give money and shit is because he's trying to win over those voters that are on the fence, but he's not really a Democrat. But you're not going to win those people over.
I knew a Warren woman in the room. She's like, where are you guys? Sanders' spot is entirely bare. Meanwhile, we were doing our march.
Really?
But people didn't see that march unless they were right there.
Yeah.
And it's just...
The Register did some good coverage on it, but the national media didn't.
No, because they're never going to.
Yeah, we should have marched right into that bitch.
He tried to play nice with the corporate media when he should have gone the Donald Trump route.
I know.
And he can do it in a way not like stupid like Trump, like fake news. Actually criticize them for what they're doing.
And he did that a little bit in the beginning, but not nearly strong enough, and he should have kept coasting on it. It's like... I just so many mistakes that were made, man. And the other thing, and this is like something that... And I guess I'm kind of bitching about my own lot in life a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, but... One of the things, too, is like when in 2016, some outside people came in.
Yeah.
But they were like working class people, right?
Were experienced on...
They had done shit. And they truly were invested in it. And then what they did is they hired a bunch of people from the local area. Like you and me and Tamara and like all these other people.
Steven.
It's just everybody. They just hired a bunch of people in the area. And dude, I don't know who some of these people... They hired like a couple of people as organizers. Were they even like from Mason City and shit? Or like...
None of those organizers for here were from this area. Except Conrad was from like Forest City or around...
Okay, and that's all right.
Conrad was the best one.
Exactly.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, the one kid that is from this area and around our age, he was... the only good one for this area of Iowa. The only good one.
Dude, exactly, man.
I'm sure some of them were good with whatever they were doing, but they weren't direct face-to-face organizers. They were like in charge of the
administration and shit.
I'm not trying to talk shit about every Iowa organizer because Iowa had plenty that were good, just not in our area.
Yeah, no. Well, and I've heard other people talk about this stuff too, about not getting hired and shit. It's like, in 2016, we had the campaign sent people in that were working class people and really had investment in the issues and shit. And then, like, hired all of us local kids to do it. It didn't matter that we didn't have a degree. It didn't matter that they have experience. They're like, we want people in the area to lead the grassroots revolution. We want people that are from this area to talk to their neighbors, to talk to their colleagues, their teachers, their coworkers, all this shit. Because that's how you win people over. This is my community. Why the fuck am I not the one getting paid to organize other people in my community? Johnny and I and all these others are in one form or another, at one level or another, local civic activist leaders. And the thing is, by that time we had plenty of experience and shit. Why the fuck aren't you hiring us to get engaged with our communities? I just don't understand it. And maybe that sounds bratty to me and shit, but when I applied 4 or 5 separate times to different people, talked to people,
at least you got a call back and an interview, dude.
I didn't get that even, dude. Nothing.
And you worked on the campaign in 2016.
And
you have a college degree.
And I've done how much activist shit in the area. We fought the slaughterhouse. We did and this is going to you too. They didn't fucking hire you either.
Granted, I kind of knew it wasn't coming from me. I was fucking pissed about you. You have all the credentials.
Yeah, dude. And I fucking, what else? I mean, dude, over the last 5-6 years, I've done how much activist related shit. And I got a progressive YouTube channel at that time already started.
Articulate, well spoken, and a good looking guy.
Dude, just the list is endless of shit. Like, and we went to Standing Rock, and I've worked with Iowa CCI on like several stuff, which is Iowa Citizens for Community Improvement, and it was just fucking crickets.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if it comes off as a little bratty, but that pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And
you're not the only one, dude. I know other people who.
And I told him outright, dude. I was like, I work night shift. Like, I'm not going to be able to do nearly as much as you want me to do. But if you fucking get me hired on as an organizer, which I know you can, and we raked in way more money this season, or like this primary season. What the fuck?
Thing. Even with signs, they started skimping on the signs, and they started making like these, you know, the ones you hold. Started combining two of those and putting it on a wooden stake. It looked stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he raised the most money, and not just more money. He raised the most money out of anyone. A small dollar donations.
Yeah, man.
Like, where was that money even going?
I don't understand, man. I just don't understand. Yeah, dude. It was just very unfortunate and very disappointing in like a lot of ways. Like,
I don't want people to think we're bashing.
No, it has nothing like.
It's just self-recollection, really, or self-reflection, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's...
And we were complaining the whole time about it. It's not like we were all happy, like, this is great. The whole time we saw the flaws.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like...
Dude, I guarantee if we would have had... I guess I don't know exactly how the numbers turned out for our county, but
we did bad here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were telling me
Very
that.
bad.
Very bad.
Yeah. Shocked.
Fucking shocking, ain't it?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, dude, we kicked ass in 2016, dude.
Yeah.
Mason City, our town, which is like the main little town in this county in northern Iowa, was a fucking, like, when we started, it was a Hillary Clinton stronghold. And our organizers set high goals and fucking rode us, but like in a good way.
Yeah, it wasn't this, yeah, I don't...
And we went from it being a Hillary stronghold to like it was like 50%. We gave them
I can't remember fully, but we did good.
I remember hearing 50%, and it's like
there was less candidates. Like O'Malley pretty much didn't exist.
Yeah, it was Hillary.
One person knocking doors said, "I'm voting for O'Malley," and I just looked at her like, "What?"
And that's true and all, but that doesn't. In the end, that doesn't matter because there was only really like what I mean.
I will say I've heard this said, and this is probably true. Maybe some of that was a vote against Clinton, not necessarily for Bernie, and I do think that's true. I do think people have this image of Biden, that good old middle class Biden, and they like don't hate him like they hate, dude.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, Biden as this like middle class, just like us type of senator, and he never was.
It's the pictures of him eating ice cream,
dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is he always eating ice cream? It's like hilarious to me.
I don't know. Remember the
dude? He was eating ice cream outside of the wing ding here, dude.
Yeah, in that.
And my friend fucking saw him and he took like a video, like a Vine video. He's like, "That's fucking Joe Biden."
No,
or what did he say? I can't remember, but it was hilarious as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. It was so funny. I can't remember.
He said something
Joe
along.
Biden responded to him. It was great.
And he was like, "You gonna vote for me?" It's like, "Nah, bro."
It was something like that.
And Joe Biden was eating an ice cream, man.
No, I think the man genuinely enjoys ice cream. Like,
it was funny. He was just wandering around outside eating an ice cream.
Yeah.
And then our friend and like a gang of kids our age were like, "That's fucking Joe Biden."
And apparently he had a fake crowd.
You gonna vote for me?
Someone saw him like walking into the wing ding.
Uh-huh.
And the crowd was like fake around him, like acting all excited. And it was like some bullshit crowd.
Really?
Yeah. You know what, dude, they hire fake fucking people.
Oh yeah. We saw that in the wing ding.
Yeah.
In 2016.
Saw it this time too.
Yeah. I didn't see it as much personally because by the time I got there and did stuff,
I got to like be the behind the scenes person for the Bernie campaign.
Yeah, you were so stressed out because you had like the walkie. You're like, I don't know why they gave me this walkie. Yeah. And you had been like, the whole thing was kind of like a party, so you had been like drinking and stuff too, and you were like,
but so
it's hot as fuck. I just
show up,
it was funny. Yeah.
And her staffers were all excited, thought she was about to make this grand entrance, and then that's when Bernie marched in with all of his supporters and shit. And this was a high-ranking Kamala staffer. You could just tell by the way she was talking to people.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I'm like, "That's how you run a campaign." She gave me this look of like pure hate.
Yeah, man.
It was great.
Yeah, dude.
There was shit is good. The way Bernie does that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done
for everything.
Walk
constantly,
in, not had our own separate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Lots of things went wrong, man. Some things went good, but a lot more went wrong, and it's disappointing.
They fucked us.
Yeah. But you can almost, and maybe this is not true and just hopeful thinking, but if we would have done everything right, you can almost see a world where we would have won. You know what I mean?
Should have just went at the media, man. That's all. When Trump says they're the enemy of the people, I don't disagree with them in a lot of ways. Like, the corporate media is not serving the regular people of America. But it doesn't mean, like, yeah, Trump's right. Trump attacks him because for his own personal reasons. But he's not wrong. And that's why it's catching on with so many people.
Yeah. Because they look at him as the big gangster that's going to stand up for him.
Dude, Biden ran another ad, you haven't seen this, of young people saying how they're going to support Biden because it's all over bullshit. And one girl's like, I support Biden because of the funny Obama and him memes. It's like, what?
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Like yeah, but that's why you support Biden because of funny memes.
And that was in the ad?
Yeah. That's how it ends. And then she giggles. And it's supposed to be like this funny.
Oh my God! All right.
It's bad, man.
I mean, that is fucking hilarious. But Jesus Christ!
It's like he knows he can't run Bernie type ads because people will. But you can at least try. But it's almost like they just know they can't run those inspirational ads because people.
You know, I hope to see Ventura running shit, but dude, getting him on the stage would make me so erect, dude.
That would be. That's the thing. I don't.
That'd be legendary.
If we can get 5% for the Green Party
and get him on the stage.
Like, no, but even if he doesn't make the debate stage, but somehow gets 5% of the Green vote for the national vote, it's huge. It, like, ups their funding. It does something to really change things for the Green.
They start getting public funding. You know, when you do your taxes, and you can be like, do you want to donate $3 to the public election fund? Which I hope you do that.
I don't know, actually.
Okay, I always do. But
I should. I don't know if I have, though.
But, yeah, then they start getting money from that, and every group gets an equal amount, and then you can like buy, and it's a big deal.
And it's gonna be interesting how they attack Ventura. They're gonna try to link him to Trump because Trump was a part of that one. What party was it? The one Ross Perot was involved in, and the one Ventura was involved in.
The Reform Party.
Yeah, Trump was like considering making a run back then under the Reform Party, and Ventura was like for it. So, but the thing is, dude, Trump is president. He's just a puppet for the Republican Party. Like, he lets them do whatever they want, really.
Yeah. He's a distracting force.
I think him personally, like, I don't know, I could see why you like the guy personally if you know him.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not trying to, like, defend Ventura here, but I see why Ventura would have been like, yeah, especially back then. Because Trump was not the modern.
When was that? In the 90s?
Yeah, the 90s.
Yeah, so, like,
early
that's
2000s, one of the two.
The Trump, and he was still a giant D-bag, don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but
he was Trump.
Dude, yeah, in the 90s, that was like the height of Trump, like, everyone, like, even if you hated him, you were like, well, it's Trump, you know, and it's not like...
He still has that with a lot of people, that's the issue.
Exactly.
And that's another thing, like, it's so embarrassing to see people act like Trump is a dangerous president, but he's not Hitler in the flesh, and some people almost, I think, would vote for Hitler over Trump. That's how bad... And, dude, how is Joe Biden going to save democracy? And how is Trump taking away democracy?
Ask the viewers that.
It's pretty democratic that Donald Trump was able to become president, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's
in a weird way, but then there's also... What was the deal with the Electoral College and shit?
Like 3 million more.
I don't understand, like...
But in our system, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just don't want to ever seem like I'm pro-Trump. But, dude, it's so hard to not despise these, like, liberals. And I heard someone on the Rogan podcast say recently, is like, you know, Joe, people don't realize the lateral left, they hate liberals more than they hate the Nazis. And he was being funny, but it's kind of truly. And it's not that the left is, like, on the side of these fascists, like, far-right type of people. But it's hard to hate them when at least they have ideas that you can disagree with.
Well, let's be clear. We do hate them.
Yeah, but it's hard to not get super angry at the liberals because they're supposedly on your side.
Exactly.
And they supposedly agree with you on almost everything.
But meanwhile, they're fucking snakes.
Well, not even that. They're just dumb. All they do is...
That too.
If the corporate media pushed a progressive agenda,
they would snap into it instantaneously.
Overnight, they'd be for it.
99% engagement.
Repeat corporate media talking points.
It's so fucking weird, dude.
It's weird as fuck.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Is like, going back to the thing about the Nazis, like, don't get me wrong. We hate Nazis.
Yes, we hate them.
But...
we have a justifiable way of making sure they don't...
Exactly. That's the thing. But... if I have to politically go up against just outright pseudo-fascists or Nazis, or against liberals like we've had to do within the Democratic Party, I'm going to pick the Nazis because I can go toe-to-toe with them with my fucking fists or my rifle or my fucking speech or whatever it is. Like,
with your ideas.
Exactly. But, you know, I'm trying to be grandiose here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the liberals and shit, it's like all buddy, this and that, but it's all fucking liars. It's Judas Iscariot, dude. Yeah. And like I'll take the Nazi with the swastika on his fucking arm any day of the week because I know what that little bitch stands for.
And Noam Chomsky is saying it's like he's witnessing in America what happened in Germany, how
100%.
the left was divided. And
100%.
I never understood what happened in Germany. I do now, dude. The fucking establishment left. They literally exist.
The people that were in the Weimar Republic.
Yeah, they literally exist to stop. Like, it's hard to not hate them when you have to beat them first in order to take on the right one.
Yeah.
They're the enemy in front of our eyes. They need to be the target to take out right now.
And that's what's unfortunate about this is they're stopping us from having a unified front and actually changing things and making things better for working class people. And we're infighting when we shouldn't be, but we have to deal with these corrupt people that serve the same business interests. And you know what's happening while we're all like, trying to win this battle so that we can move forward and stop the bigger shit? Behind the scenes, the fucking pseudo-fascists and the, I guess for lack of a better word, alt-right people and the people that are actually not only conservative corporatists, they're fucking evangelical theocrats and anti-Semitic and nuts. These people exist and dude, they are gaining power.
Yeah.
And they're consolidating it. And they're showing up places like with this quarantine shit, which, mind you, is brain dead as fuck. They have guns. They have militia groups. It's bad news bears.
Added criticizing that. And it's like, dude, we could learn a thing or two. Notice they get listened to. We show up with our pink pussy hats and we get laughed at.
Yeah.
Show that we're willing to fucking... I don't know, man. It's just so depressing to me. Because it's not even just the liberals, it's some of the progressive people too.
Yeah, because they're not, well, they're not completely unplugged. Like they still, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're not willing to fully admit just how bad shit is. No,
and I'm sorry, it pisses me off when you think just removing Trump is going to fix everything.
It's not.
It's not going to fix anything.
It's going to be the same.
And here's the thing with
in all honesty,
how are we going to move...
Goldman Sachs,
they're not going to move
Google,
left. They're not going to move left, and they're the ones who control Biden's campaign.
He already cashed the checks. He already spent the money.
He didn't do it. He didn't do anything.
Well, you know. Oh yeah, that's true. He's just.
But you know what? I'm just.
But he's paid for it. It's not going to be any different.
It seems like I'm whining because what do we do? And then you look at the fucking Green Party. It gives me hope that Ventura is the nominee. Like, I'll actually vote Green. It's not like I'm passionate about the Green Party. Like,
No. But here's the deal. If the Ventura thing could be huge, okay? I've talked a lot and done even a solo video about like a progressive under the progressive birdie, like all the leftist political parties coming into one banner, and that's what I'd like to see. But like you were saying, the Green Party with a Ventura ticket and getting the national attention, the 5% of the vote, and then the public funding, this could be huge. And not just for getting our voice out and not just for this election cycle, but it could be the big ticket name. Because who the fuck is Howie Hawkins? Who the fuck is Jill Stein?
Exactly.
This could be the thing that makes the Green Party an actual force and gets them the revenue and gets them the clientele base to start doing actual organization, actually having their own primaries and like shit down the road.
I'm sure we agree with Howie Hawkins.
I'm sure he's a great fucking dude.
But he's some random, like, nerdy older guy. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen anything to show me he has this great charisma.
And that's what we should talk about, too.
Jill Stein, people actually kind of know her more.
Yeah.
But no charisma. Zero.
I mean, I liked her.
Nice woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't inspire me.
I'd like her as a representative.
Jesse Ventura.
In the name, you know.
And is inspirational when he talks. Has the charisma. He's just... I don't know.
So you understand what I'm saying about, like, this wouldn't just be good for this election and give us that boat to sail on and keep our voices out there and keep us motivated. It could be the trigger, flip the switch that'll finally get the Green Party to be a reckoning force.
Yep.
Because I was just saying, dog, if, you know, none of this happens or whatever, I'm going to write Bernie's name in. That's me personally. Okay?
That's probably what I'll do.
That's what I'm going to do. But I was just talking with Johnny. If fucking the Green Party goes ham and actually does Ventura, I'll vote for Ventura.
Passionately.
And not only that, if they start, I know it's a little late in the game now, But if they start opening up offices and like coordinating and doing door knocking and shit, and they fucking, not even if they hire me, I'm definitely 100%. But if they call me and like ask me to do shit, I'll do shit.
Yeah, I would go knock doors.
And you know what? I will actually start supporting the Green Party full force and like doing what I can to make it a better thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it could be potentially huge.
We'll see.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. He hasn't officially said he's going to run or anything. So.
And like, look, guys, some of our listeners might not be into Jesse Ventura and stuff, and that's fine, I guess. But I hope you kind of see like where we're coming from and stuff. And really, at this point, any boat to fucking sail on that's worth a shit.
Here's the thing, man. We live in Iowa. Dylan and I do. Biden's not winning here.
No,
it's just not going to happen.
Guaranteed.
So at least with Ventura,
place your bets now.
At least with Ventura, it gives us something to fucking get a little excited about because he's probably going to win again. Let's be honest here.
You know what? Like, we're not in like a super depressed funk, like how we were at the end of 2016 and shit.
Because I kind of accepted then that we're never going to get it.
Yeah, and you know we both have healthier coping mechanisms in life now for tragedy and upset. But still, we've been in a funk recently. And it's sapped some of the motivation. I guess maybe that's partially what contributed to my burnout, at least a little bit. And like I said, it would just be great to have that fucking boat to float on and to like keep me motivated. It's like, yeah, we probably won't win, but I know I'm still fighting for the same cause, and I have like a force, a direction to fight for, other than doing this and shit, which is great.
Yeah.
But like it gets us out in the street and gets us showing up and gets us meeting new people, and it's just, I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see it. So, I don't know. You got anything else you want to touch on quick, Johnny, before we go?
That honestly, the Ventura thing has been consuming my mind today.
Yeah, that's been eating me up too. So, and I mean a couple other things we can just touch on quick, just to try to fatten this episode a little bit. This new evidence supports credibility of Tara Reade's allegation against Biden. I know you kind of looked into it. Okay, so what's the story with this exactly?
Into Larry King in 1993, saying how her daughter worked for a prominent senator, and she went through all the shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it was essentially. So there's like proof that back then she was saying it.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, that's a big deal.
And there was something that was shared that the episode of Larry King was like removed from the iTunes store.
Are you serious?
Tara Reade. Now, I've seen conflicting things that they didn't, supposedly.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they did. Like Kyle Kalinske tweeted it.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they're colluding with the Biden campaign. Like, this is going to get brushed under the rug.
Yeah.
I mean, dropout Biden was trending on Twitter, and Twitter removed it.
Yeah, dude, and that's the other thing we're talking about with these tech giants and shit, dude.
Dude,
God.
it's like 1984 shit, dude.
It
doesn't matter what we want.
Only it's real. And that's what's fucked up is the way, it's not quite how you thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? You almost wish it was like... Yeah, exactly.
During a pandemic, toilet paper is what goes out of stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, it's always random shit.
It's weird, but it's like art imitates life and shit. But yeah, it just never quite goes... You know, like when you read dystopian future novels, which I have, you picture it this way, but then you realize in real life, like it's real life, and the novels are meant to be satirical a little bit, and like mocking the human condition in a way that the story or the universe comes out in a kind of grandiose and funny way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, you know, you picture in a dystopian world, but we're living in a dystopian world. But in a dystopian world, you picture like fucking RoboCop type motherfuckers, like on the fucking thing, and like tanks and shit. But it's like, it's not that. It's shit gets taken off the internet. Your voice gets silenced.
Yeah.
The fucking screens and the advertisements and shit everywhere
coming out. So there's gonna be videos of people saying shit they never said.
Yeah, I don't worry about that as much because, like,
well, here's my thing with Biden.
I feel like
Biden as president, they'll just have deep fakes.
That's a thing, dude. That's true.
And he'll seem fine. Meanwhile, he might not even he might be fucking fully deteriorated, and we'll never know.
And he'll be and he'll be in the fucking bed just like, and they keep him alive for some reason or whatever, just to like continuously get pictures of his face or something. But we were talking about this, and I thought this was funny as fuck, dude. You know, we've joked on this podcast before, is like how surprised we were that they found somebody shittier than Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah.
And now there's Joe Biden, and we're like, holy fuck, they did it, right?
Yeah.
And Johnny and I were joking about, like, I can't wait to 2024. I hope they continuously get worse.
Yeah.
2024, it's like somebody that's like completely mentally unfit, like from the get-go.
Yeah.
And then like 2028, it's just a guy that's like catatonic in a bed.
And then he goes, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. I do not support Medicare for all. I would do that. That's what it is, dude. It's fucking crazy.
And then the crowd cheers and shit because we're being inclusive, you know? Yeah, man.
The first vegetable nominee.
Yeah, man. The way life is going, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. But you know what, John Boy, I think that's a good spot to round this out on. As always, guys, super nice hanging out with you. This is a little bit of a weird episode. They're always weird anymore. We just come in, honestly, free balling now, and I have more fun this way. I do
feel with interviews we should maybe like plan it a little.
Have a little bit of talking points,
cards on what we're gonna ask.
But honestly, like just kind of coming in here and talking about what we want to talk about. I look forward to it more. Mm-hmm. I think it comes out better. Mm-hmm. You guys can tell me what you think, because you can kind of tell when I'm...
And this was a heavily complaining episode. I think we both...
Yeah. We bitched a lot. Sorry about that, guys.
You should even make the title of us bitching or something.
Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. Although I think the first vegetable president should be the title. That's good. You know? That would be it. But yeah, guys, super great hanging out with you as always. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, join us. I'll put up the social media. Join us everywhere. Guys, we're at 80 out of $200 for that Patreon goal. Once we hit $200, we're going to start releasing Patreon exclusive episodes. I'm going to try to do it. We'll try to do it every week, but we'll definitely do it twice a month. That's my fucking promise to you guys. In the meantime, we're going to try to release 2 episodes, give you guys something to bite on. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we'll get a little dirtier and like fucked up, you know, because we don't have to worry about YouTube and like the wrong people finding us as much. Because if you pay $10, maybe you have the right to hear us say what we actually want to say. But I don't know. Maybe we'll be pussies on there too. We'll see. But so yeah, we're gonna try to do that, guys. If you can, seriously, you can become a patron for as little as $3. And I know at least 100 of you guys watch the show religiously. If all 100 of you guys become $3 patrons, which is the price of a cup of coffee you spend every day, that's it. We're over the $200 mark, and that would seriously. Guys, I can't tell you, after all the work we put in, and I love doing it, and just meeting all you guys, for us to reach just that little point of like people care enough about this and believe in us enough that I can take another day off and produce another show for you guys, that fucking like, I don't know, man. But even still, if you can't do that, that's fine. You can do PayPal donations for as little as you want. And if you can't do that, man, just hit that fucking subscribe button, drop a comment, like, tell your friends, man. Anything you can do means everything to me. And all the advice and criticisms and also, you know, just good vibes you guys have dropped in the comments and on our Facebook page, man. You guys are an awesome community, and thank you so much. So, yeah, like I said, subscribe, like, share. You know the Patreon. You know the PayPal. If you want to further support the podcast, you can check out our sponsor, Bingley's Teas, at janeaustinteas.com. There you can find high-end teas handpicked and mixed by the lovely Miss Julia. Or you can visit Julia in person at 118 East 26th Street, Suite number 208 in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to satisfy that deep tea addiction and to be taken on a tea tour of the world. All right, guys, we love you so much. Nice hanging out with you. We'll see you next week, all right? Bye-bye.
Will line up, I'm taking the divine to spend a little time at mine.